Hi guys, today I want to talk to you about something that's been brought up to me before, and actually I just recorded this video and then I realized it didn't really record, so I'm going to start fresh and hopefully I remember what I was trying to say. Probably just as well I rambled a bit. I'll probably ramble in this one, but maybe not as much. People often say to me, why do you write books when nobody reads anymore? And first of all, I don't know if that's true. I think people do read. I think, I'll get into that more in a minute, but I do understand that, and it is a bit frustrating because I have a lot of people who have said to me, I listen to audiobooks, or why don't you have audiobooks? Because I don't have time to actually read a book. And then I have other people who say, I don't have time for that. I just don't have time. It can't hold my interest, and I don't hold that against anyone. I'm not like putting those people down. I just think it's unfortunate, and the people in general don't read a lot anymore. And it's not just my books, although I really like it when people do read my books. But in general, I feel like there's something lost by listening to an audiobook, and there's something lost by, just watching television or a movie or whatever. I think there's something to be said about reading a book as opposed to just not bothering ever. And I think a lot of it is when you're reading a book, as opposed, like if I'm listening to a podcast, okay, my attention sometimes gets distracted. I'm always doing two things at once, which is bad. You shouldn't do that. But I do it because I don't have time either. So I totally get it. But I know when I'm listening to those podcasts, I often will be doing something. I'll be doing something. I'll be like, I think I missed something. Wait a second. I have to go back. Because my attention is fully focused for that first few minutes. And then I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I have to do this. And then suddenly it's like, oh, I missed something. I know I missed something. That sounds important. I gotta go back. So I'm thinking reading a book, or listening to an audiobook, I should say, kind of would be the same thing. You'd probably miss stuff. And, which in some cases probably isn't a big deal, but it depends how much you miss. But at the same time, there's something about a book and just sitting down that usually should have your full focus. You're reading it. It's just you and the book. You're relaxing. It's almost, I don't know how to describe it. I guess it's just that sort of you have to focus on one thing. And I think that's good for us. I think we need to do that more. We've been told we have to do all this stuff in a run of a day, and and it's not possible. It's not possible. And do we really have to do some of it? I don't know. It's very unfortunate. I have a lot of people make comments to me. I do kind of feel, and I felt like this for the last couple of years, especially with everything going on in the world, I feel like books are coming back. I feel like reading is coming back. And the reason why I say that is I think people are kind of leaning more toward a more simpler time, and you see that in other things that's going on in the world. I get that sense anyway, that people just want to simplify things. They're just, even so many people moving from cities to more like country areas, more rural areas, is because I feel like people just want simpler. And I think that that's eventually going to come to books too. Everybody has been caught up in streaming and watching all these different shows and all these different, and I think even that's getting tired. It's getting tired for me. I used to really like it. Now I'm like, it's not really anything I want to watch. And there's a few things. I mean, I shouldn't say that. There's some, but it's not like it used to be, and I think that's part of it. Like I say, I just sort of feel like people are leaning more towards a simpler sort of state of living, and I don't know, maybe not. Maybe it's just me, and I'm getting older, and I want things simpler. What do you guys think? I'm curious. Does anybody else notice that? And do you think that's gonna be a thing, or is just books done? I don't think so, but I feel I understand people are busy. They have a lot going on, and again, I don't hold that against anyone, but I feel like there's some, you in general in society, it's kind of sad that we're at that place. And that just to have a quiet time, sit down with a nice, cup of tea or coffee, whatever you drink, and read a book. And I say that, and I barely, in the evenings, will try to read, and then I'm so tired I'm falling asleep. And I think that's unfortunate, and I'm trying to change that. And I hope other people are too, not just because I want to sell books, but hey, come on. I just think it's good for people, and I just hope it's not one of those things that we lose. I don't know. What do you think? If you like this video, please consider subscribing or checking out other videos. There might be something that interests you. I have a lot of videos on writing and questions and things people like this one, things people will comment on that I in turn comment on. And then I have some about my Hernandez series, of course, and all my books. So if you check out other videos, that'd be great. I do thank you, and have a wonderful day.